Hi, this is Tim Guy again here to show some of my design process and my final periscope that I was able to make. So, spoilers, here it is. It's made out of an old Amazon box, as you can see. So, basically, I started, you can kind of see some of the scraps I have here, but I started by trying to make a longer box so that I could get some of that height going on. And so I started by kind of cutting up an old Amazon box and trying to tape it together to make it taller. And then I actually remembered back to when I was in first grade. I remember my science fair project actually was involving mirrors and reflecting. That's kind of what I studied for my science fair project in first grade. And I basically made a periscope. It kind of was like a big cardboard box so you could see a picture around the corner. So I remembered that. So I figured I had to do something with mirrors. So I actually scrounged around. I actually took the mirror out of the periscope just to show you because it's hard to see in the periscope. But I have a bunch of these mirrors sitting around from my kids. So I took some of these and figured it would involve this. And so my first attempt, I taped the box up into kind of a long shape. And it kind of looked like my finished product here, if you kind of see with a little opening in the back. So it kind of looked like this. However, I just tried to tape the outside, and when I went to hold it up to try to use it, the whole thing just kind of fell apart. So I tried to think of a way to make it sturdier so it actually could stand and work. And I kind of came up with, I don't know if you can see this super well if I get in the camera. These are almost like little triangles I cut out little slits and kind of put them in to hold the box together. That way it would stay sturdy and stand up. So you can see I kind of cut the corners off these, and that's kind of what's in here to keep it sturdy. I then put the mirrors in and put a top on and a bottom and went to look through it to see what I could see. And the first time I looked through, I could kind of make out what was going on, but it wasn't as great a view as you would hope from looking through a periscope. And so I kind of reflected a little bit on some math background that I have. Obviously, I'm a math teacher, and tried to think about what might be the case. And I kind of thought that I might need to have 45-degree angles. That way, the way that the light was reflecting from your eye, it might hit the other mirror and be a little bit better. I actually went ahead, after I thought about that, I Googled a little bit about how do you make the periscope work a little bit better, and that was actually what I found. So it was nice to confirm some of my thoughts. So I went ahead and I made the mirrors the correct angle, and then my periscope worked a lot better. It still wasn't perfect. I used a protractor and tried to measure it. I don't think they're exactly 45 degrees, but it definitely was a lot better than before. So basically, I went through, I planned, I kind of came up with a design. I made it. It didn't work the first time for a lot of reasons, the mirrors and just the lack of sturdiness. And then I went through and kind of iterated on that process, and now I have a much better functioning periscope. And maybe next time I would try to change some of the materials and see maybe I can make it even better than it is now.